Alright, first I have to admit that I already thought about what I was going to say a few seconds before I could even open up the my video program to respond to that video. I actually made the video I responded this video with to your video called YouTube Fakeness or something like that. I think you're right, but I also think, I mean, even if some people don't talk about themselves and they talk about all this irrelevant stuff because they're afraid to open up, inevitably they're still revealing themselves. Even if they're not talking about themselves, other people see them and they're showing who they are, even if they're not conscious of it. But I think, people today are getting so conscious. We usually think consciousness is a good thing and that we should be aware and really take in the world in a precise, fully lighted and unclouded way. But it seems like the more conscious we get, the less able we are to actually interact with people on an honest, open, genuine level. And I really think, honestly, nobody knows who to be. That's the real problem. Nobody knows who to be. Because every identity now has been characterized. It's been mapped. And there's nothing new that you could ever choose to be. There's a certain number of types of people that you can be, of types of books that you can read, of types of places that you can like to live, and you always fit into a crowd of people. You always identify yourself with a crowd of people. Even if it's with a crowd of people that doesn't like to identify itself with other crowds of people. You're always understanding yourself in terms of others, in terms of an idea of an other, because there's never really an other. And I think that's what YouTube is helping lots of people realize, is that they never can experience something outside of themselves, and they shouldn't be so afraid of themselves. I shouldn't be so afraid of myself. And I think that's really what YouTube should be about. I agree with you about this. I don't think it also shouldn't be about talking about things. I mean, let's say we do open up, and then, we're all happy and in touch with each other again. What are we going to do next? I mean, we got to talk about stuff, right? That's what we do. We talk about stuff. But we definitely need to open up, because I think not being able to open up to one another is hindering our ability to communicate about things. And if we were more open emotionally, we would have less of miscommunication, even when we're being abstract and conceptual. The emotional undertones are always what really hits home. That's what we really understand when we hear someone speak. We don't really hear, unless we're really, really paying attention, the specific arguments and the specific words that they're choosing. We don't go that deep with it. We just see the general way they're presenting their ideas. It's like the medium is the message more than the actual content itself. The way the idea is presented has a lot more to do with what you think of it than what the words mean. So, where do you start, to be honest about yourself? I mean, what can I say?